this video is going to be a shorter one. I am going to be talking about my Suffolk Pointe shoes, which I really love, and the first pair of Suffolks which I tried that just didn't really work for me. So I don't have very many of these. They are a very long-lasting shoe from what I've learned so far. And please excuse my hair, I'm still trying to work with, I don't have much right now, so I'm trying to just let it be kind of more natural. But so the first pair of Suffolk shoes that I tried were the Spotlight. Yes. So these were the Spotlights. These were, I was fitted for these at Diana's Dancewear here. These are a 4.5 XN. I'll show you those. So they're, I think, one of the more popular models that people wear. I found that for me, they were very hard to get over the box completely, so I did have to 3/4 these, which is why I have my British flag tape in there. And then I even still, like, the box is still very hard on these. I had to try softening it with like alcohol, with water, because it was just rubbing my toes really wrong. So I never got these to work. I just took the ribbon off to use them for something else, so I did have ribbon on there too, but these just didn't quite work for me, so I stopped using them. And then I saw someone on Instagram, what's her Instagram name is Dancing Academic, I think, and she loves Suffolk, and she had tried the new Sonnets when they came out and said that they were kind of a game changer, and I think she and I have like more similar feet. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna try those. Well, they didn't sell those anywhere here at that point. They were brand new. So I ordered them online in the same size as my Spotlights, and I got 4.5 X. Actually, these are just 4.5 X. But so these are pretty worn, but they're still very, like, they still have a lot of life in them, everything. These are just, I think they're a little more tapered than these, and the sides are lower. And they just, I don't know, they just fit my feet better. So here's a comparison, Spotlight and Sonnet. The boxes are still about the same size, not much difference there. But these, I think these have a lower vamp too on the Sonnets, which I always need. But these instantly even looked really good on my feet. The shank is a little softer here, which is helpful for me. I didn't have to 3/4, actually, no, I didn't 3/4, I just pulled it away. I didn't actually 3/4 these, so, and I didn't have to soften the box with anything. So that's been really good with these. My only issue with these was they were too tight, like when my feet would swell, like kind of the same issue I had with my Encores. So I did the little trick where I like cut part of the inside seam there, and that helped. So that all helped some, but they were still really tight on my feet. So then I want to say like a month or so later, Cincinnati Dancewear posted a thing that they had the Sonnet, so I went there and I got fitted for just a different size. So these are just a 5X. I actually tried me going wider. I thought maybe I just need a wider width, but the width, I was sinking in them, so we ended up with a 5X. So these are the other pair that I have. And these actually, so weirdly, the bigger size actually doesn't look as good on my feet and doesn't feel as good. These aren't as easy for me to get over. So somehow I have to learn to work with the 4.5 X or just get a sizing difference. I still think there's a little too much extra fabric for me on the sides. They aren't as low. So that could be a thing where I know Kathryn Morgan just did a whole video on hacks, and one of hers was how to sew that down a little to pull it down. I do know you can also have Suffolk make you a custom pair like that too. So there is that. But I really like these. Even the 5 still works for me, so I'll still use them in class. I haven't used them much yet because I'm waiting for the 4.5s to die first, because I really like these. But they look really nice on my feet. I really like them, so I think the Sonnet is one of my go-to shoes. I know I have a few, but it kind of just depends. Some days, you know, my feet feel better in other shoes than they do in some. So, but those are really good. Still using my Perfect Fit Pointe pads, so they're like the molded ones. And then I even, like in the 5s, the ones that are just a little too tough on my toes, I will use like these from the Gainer Midden pack. So these are like those little half moon squishy gel pieces, and I'll just stick those in the toe. So that works. The only other thing I wanted to mention in this video, it's actually a really short video for me, is a lot of people are asking about strengthening and improving your feet. And it's hard, especially when you're not young. Your bones and your muscles are kind of more set, and the way that your body looks is a little more set, like as in like your feet are not all of a sudden, like maybe if you started younger you would develop more archy feet. Starting now, like I'm 30, I'm not gonna all of a sudden have these great archy feet. It's just not gonna happen. but you can improve them. So doing a lot of TheraBand exercises is one thing, but another thing that I really liked is the Ballet foot stretch. So that's this. And it's nice, it does come apart so you can pack it easier and things like that too. It came with some other attachments to it that I don't know what they all do, but so I really like this. And then it came with 2 little silicone pads that you put on top. You can put them on top together, and then you put your feet in here and it like stretches your foot. Or you can do one, because one of these is thinner than the other. This one is much thinner, so it's not going to stretch your foot as much, but for people who already don't have much stretch, you kind of start with that one, work your way up to the stronger ones. But just like sitting, doing that while you watch TV, things like that. You can even use it, I've seen people use it because you can hold onto the bar and you can put your foot in and do like an extension. I can try and show you that right now, but I don't know how that's going to work, so let's give this a shot. You won't be able to see all of me unless well, I guess I could scoot the camera back here. So let's see if I can do this. So I'll put my foot in. I'm using the less stretchy one just because I'm not sure how this is going to work. But then you can work on pulling your leg up and stretching with it and working on that. So it's just a really good tool, I think. So it's something to look into. They're not cheap, but I know I bought mine around Christmas a few years ago when they had a big sale on them. So it's something to think about that can really improve. And like if you're just sitting watching TV anyway, my new thing is if I'm sitting watching TV, I could be doing releves, I could be doing extra bar work behind the couch, like with my bar set up while I'm watching TV. I can be doing stretches, TheraBand things, stretching my splits, things like that. Be more active and more intentional about your stretching and your improving. So that's all I have today, but I do think it's worth watching all of the Suffolk videos on YouTube. They're like probably my maybe new favorite brand. But I think Kathryn Morgan has done a lot of great videos for them on a lot of point shoe things on their flats, which I've not tried their flats, so I don't know anything about those. But so if you're looking for all of that stuff, I would check out their website as well, or their YouTube channel as well, for good videos on that. But let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.